So welcome to this training part of Stock Mechanics Weekly Art Update.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. There are 4 files generally you get, but the focus of the product will be on the main file which has the name like SMW.
Okay,
Okay, and then the date is there. There are other
okay,
files
sure,
which you get. Those we'll discuss later. But first, the priority is to look at this file.
sure, sir,
So
definitely.
basically, what are the main contents of the, if you go to see the file,
Okay,
first is the market outlook actually.
okay,
1 minute, just 1 minute.
sure.
No, sorry. So first generally is the market outlook,
Okay,
which comprises of Sensex outlook, which more elaborative, which is more elaborative actually compared to Nifty and Sensex. So because
okay,
it has a lot of data, so the perception. So this is basically for market perception and to understand what we look towards the market, what we mentioned last week
okay,
uh, earlier, and bring what happened during the week and what generally can be expected in extreme near term and
okay,
maybe to us slightly on a far term.
okay,
So every week to week there is an update on Sensex, then Nifty. Nifty will
okay.
be more like Sensex content will be, you must have seen over here, like
Mm.
this. Okay, Nifty content is more towards slightly towards trading objectives, short term. Okay,
Sure,
so
sure.
you have the Sensex outlook. So you have it will be in line more or less with the Sensex outlook.
Okay,
Nifty outlook will give you slightly a trading outlook based on spot prices.
okay,
Okay, then we have the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty again it will be future based once again,
yeah,
future price based. So that again more or less would be in line will be trading idea oriented. Okay.
okay, okay,
Then next part is actually the sectoral review. So in which you get the table which
okay,
actually tells you about back-to-back 3 weeks actually.
okay,
Suppose if I'm looking at this Nifty, BSE, various indices which are there in NSE and BSE.
yeah,
Okay, so let's say Nifty small cap is there. Is
okay,
last week on the market closed on 10th,
okay.
it gained by 3% and market closed on 3rd September. It
That's
gained. So it's a three
true.
weeks kind of a thing. And
Okay,
wherever 1% is gain is there on both sides, then we will mark it with green. So
okay,
that gives
okay,
you an idea and clue key in last 3 weeks what is happening and which sectors are getting preferred. So you
okay,
get a market understanding further about the sectoral behavior.
okay, okay,
So where sectors are, which indices are having a dominance and so
okay,
on. Similarly, on the negative side, we'll have whatever in the two minus which are there. So weak sectors.
okay,
So something which is weak like BSE infra. So what happens is the advantage of this that even if some things you are thinking on your own,
okay,
remember in mind that they are on the weaker side of the market
okay,
temporarily. So that
sure.
there is a further in that we have this strong sectors, market performance sectors, and weak sectors.
Okay,
Every week you will get a weekly file actually, weekly level file which you get
okay,
uh, like this.
okay.
Sorry,
Just
like this.
okay,
Okay. So what happens in that weekly file? We this is sorted on the relative strength
okay.
basically. So based on
Nice.
this, we will pick up actually in this. I will come to that later. But from here, this file, I will try to check which are the strong sectors and weak sectors based in the uptrend and downtrend.
Okay, okay,
So accordingly, a brief summary is there. So you know which are the sectors which are moving strongly in
okay.
current, like say BSE auto recovery is there. So you might see
Nifty.
small 100 and crude oil prices. So this will be having a combination of world markets, commodity markets, and if you see the indices table on a weekly basis, it has world markets, commodity markets, and as well as the some treasury markets just of US. So
Okay.
that gives us an idea whether the market is strongly towards the debt market or moving toward debt market. With US treasuries are coming into the strength,
Okay.
like say in the uptrend, and you might find that they're having a higher RS. That means there is a shift towards the debt kind of a market comparatively to the equity market. Or if it is a commodity which are the gold which is coming on the top, then you might find that commodity or another copper is there. So copper is coming in a very good. So copper is performing better. So right now I might not mention all over here, but there are important what I want to highlight. So that I will have. Market performance is something is always in the blue color in this.
Okay.
So there are moderate performers. They are not completely as of last Friday. Okay. So maybe you might find IT coming in top again green this time. Okay. Which are weak basically, like CP comparatively, public sector enterprises. So where you can avoid actually, even if you are doing some things of your own. And definitely you should avoid. Now FMCG might come over here not on the basis of absolute performance, based on the relative performance. Because if what is the meaning of relative performance is basically if your market or your stock or an index is actually flat comparatively, or not moving very fast, or not moving very slowly, or moving fast and moving slowly in relationship to Nifty. You might have sometimes underperformance, so that is why it will become red.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so it doesn't mean that FMCG has gone up significantly, but why it is coming over here. So, and this comparison is of 7 weeks.
Oh, 7 weeks. Okay.
7 weeks. So in relatively in 7 weeks, how it is behavior, it is there. So accordingly, because our objectives are also slightly short term to understand market in short term also. That is. So basically now next section is in this same thing. We have the investment horizon, which we can categorize broadly just for our understanding purpose individually. And you can also think on these lines actually. Super long will be 5 to 10 years. Because what happens whenever we are looking at these words like short term, long term, pre-market, you have to be defining them. So that you have a pretty good idea about what we are talking about, medium term, and short and trading. Okay. The next part is actually the indices tableau format, tables which are there, which are standalone basis. Standalone on weekly basis. So these are more towards weekly trading ideas. This probably we emphasis to have a less priority. So if I tell you, then I can tell you that you can avoid also if you're not doing trading. So weekly standalone trends basically, and probably signals weekly on a standalone basis.
Sure.
Okay, so those tables on an initial time you can avoid. I will not look into, but still the theme I will tell you what is it. Basically indices, so you cannot look, but it gives you an idea. Okay. But when I the stocks, which will give me in this section is this week's fresh uptrend. Or this week's fresh downtrend, and so on. So new signals will be fresh uptrend. In this case, what happens is basically now over here we have started color codes. Earlier we are not. So that's this weekly file has levels which is they're having color codes. Okay. Color codes. We'll come to that later. The same color code we have transformed in this table also. Suppose anything which is in downtrend, you should prefer something which is in red. Okay.
This ND means down and new down, huh? ND?
ND means D. So you are having a D over here. T.
Okay. So all are downtrend.
So this week's fresh downtrend. So basically sell or a negative side direction.
Got it.
Or say extreme near term, irrespective of fluctuations. Okay. In this we have a combination of two moving averages. So that is the values of two very sharp two moving averages. We are not taking very long term averages, very short averages. So therefore you will find sometimes that there is a buy signal this week and sell signal immediately. Purpose over here is for a quick movements or quick. We don't want to wait for a this thing. So very good strong stocks also you might have a sell and buy on a regular.
Okay.
So they are more. So but principle over there is basically colored. We are a greater than 55, so we'll be in green. So now if you're looking at a sell in Adani, I will not try to avoid because it is in green color.
Okay.
Wherever this is in red. So this is the basic theme. And then once a sell, say any active stock is there, say for example, say Berger Point last week, now this week has gone up. So if we happen to look at a sell option, Bharat Petroleum, for example. Okay, now in this week, I should hold the position for short or sell as long as this 396 is not getting crossed.
Okay.
Because if 2 weeks high is getting crossed, then it will turn up.
Okay.
So if you see the Bharat Petroleum, as you are aware, must be aware that it has gone up substantially. Okay.
Yeah. Last Friday it has moved up. BPC.
Yeah, this week it has very strongly moved up. Now, if I look at the same logic, 396 we had said. So if we don't observe that kind of a trading discipline, then there could be, because these are more trading oriented on a weekly basis. Okay.
Sure.
Current emphasis for this for people to is not for this, but there are some people who want to do trading. Okay. For them, it can, like suppose this was a sell and this was the big move up. So if you don't observe the 396 stop, then you would be in trouble. So therefore, and low, if you see this week, low in the initial part of the week, 60 was the low. So if you look at 360, we are from 376 was 354. So Monday, if I look at the Monday price, the Monday price was about 379. Okay. Then on Tuesday, if you see the gap down opening on probably one of the days, this was the lower side, which was on 16th. 16th till low was 60. So 3 days you are getting some money, but basically if you are having a trading outlook, then okay. Otherwise you choose to avoid. Similarly, you have the up on this, okay, which will new signal. So again, I will look for something in the green and not look at something in red or blue. So if Aurobindo was there, then I would look at BBTC, or maybe I will look at Granules, Hindalco, and so on a good names basically. So in case if you wish to, and sometimes you can get an advantage. So later on I'll tell you as we go down. If there is something in that and over here it is there, then we should give a priority. Okay. So that is as far as this standalone table. The fourth part is the descriptive segment. Stock coverage. So in this part, actually we are this is where we start to look at the focus part of the stock updates. Okay. So over here, based on our mechanical systems and our subjective reading and subjective selection based on our observations, we will try to, this is new edition I've written. Okay. This is a new edition. And there is a follow-ups. So new edition is something where I have added new this week in our coverage, under the coverage. Okay, our descriptive coverage, and the rest will be like say over here the follow-ups. Whatever is added. Okay. So if somebody says after going through the entire report, where should I look? Then I would say that if you are looking for an extreme near term to short term, then you can actually look at only this Jindal Steel or BBTC.
Okay.
The rest of the report you don't want to ignore, you can ignore. You can read it for academic purpose.
Okay. Got it.
So therefore, even if I am having 50 stock coverage, it doesn't make a difference. Okay. So your starting point is always can be from here. Okay, and the rest are going to be just the follow-ups actually. Okay, now suppose whatever is there, this was added. I think if you could see last week's Jindal Steel had some up move of about 4.49% last week. Okay, with the high-low class closing was 169 and low was 164. 169 and 164. So we are very close to that. So basically the objective is to, once I have added, that means the objective is to accumulate or buy at the last place price or not. So in that, what we are, just to give you an understanding, 1 week trend. So how has been the 1 week trend? It was 10% up, so trend is up. It was 3 weeks trend is 16%, so 3 weeks trend is up. and 8 weeks trend is up. And now this is our the next section, 11 7 weeks RS. What is the relative strength to the 7 weeks, and what is the relative strength to 28 weeks? 28 weeks will maybe 6 months. Okay. So generally, both should remain above 45. And if there is a positivity, then both should remain above 55.
55. Okay.
Basically, if that is there, then they are positive in the trend. Sometimes you might find 6 months positive, but 7 weeks negative. Negative means they might be underperformer, or even they might be below 45 sometimes. But we will give an update on this based on our observation and so on. So these two were added last week, and rest were like, say, whatever we have added. And then we have, we will try to highlight the starting price and the highest what it goes after our indication. And once we actually add into coverage, we generally immediately don't want to remove it from the coverage, irrespective of up, down, whatever.
Okay.
We'll try to maintain it as much as possible, unless there's some complete disturbance on the chart, then we might. But preferably we'll try to avoid, because there's some stocks we are covering for almost more than a year and more than a half year, and still we never removed it, even if it had gone down in the crash. Okay, in crash, how to deal with it, we will mention in the commentary what are the panic points and so. Okay, so these are the follow-ups actually of whatever. But sometimes you might find that if you keep track of the names at least.
Yeah.
So if the names at least if you track, that is under our coverage. So that means under our coverage, then we look for it positively towards the stocks.
Sure.
And sometimes it may happen that over here I have under coverage, but it is in this week's uptrend, as we just saw the table. So then you can do it.
Okay.
So it is under coverage, and it is also coming into the top section, which we just saw, like say this week's fresh uptrend. So what happens is that we are giving emphasis on a multi-time frame basis to have a look at the stock on a reversal basis. But now it is also figuring into this category. Okay, so then you can take a call that you can take, like say BBTC was there, as I told you, like where it is there in BBTC. Okay, so you can actually take a look at it that way. So you can do it the same. So if you remember, as you go down the time, have the understanding of what are the coverage stocks. Okay, so like say Sun Pharma is there generally. So if any signal is coming in this week's uptrend, then you should look at it. Okay. And the same things people who are doing live market also, and they are taking this report. So to them also we say that whatever is under coverage report, if I am shooting a positive signal call, then you should should look at it actually. Because it is under coverage, so we feel that it is a good quality movement, and trend is pretty good enough irrespective. So this is actually the coverage. So like Reliance is there, we have been doing. So Reliance from 1077, our starting price was 1077 on 3rd April. Like that, you have the date, so you have an idea what's happening. Okay. And what is after a coverage, what is gone up or down, or they are whether they have moved high or not significantly. So we said that so expected we are very close to it now. So there will be coverage about this Sun Pharma and so on, and then Syngene. Most of the stocks are doing. Last week we had a signal in SBI Life as one of our product, and it is under coverage. So if you are taking multiple products, the advantage is that if this is like a mother product, and if you are taking other ancillary products, then you can see that this is also coming in. The Infosys is there in the coverage. We had said partial profit undertaken, so and so further right to 847. So this was and we started the coverage in 652 on 27th of March. Okay, so now obviously it is around 900. So now, but we still update it every week. We said profit booking, so we are going to exit. So we'll give the updates next week in a 2-liner like this. So what is the behavior looking at? Okay, same with HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank, we added it on 15th of March, and then so and so price, so and so. So we just try to update also whatever is there. Sanofi is going on since February. Okay, so at this, so 8,500 is the high. Divi's Lab for in March, we added highest starting price was this, highest is this. Okay, and FCC Pidilite also we added, Titan is added. So every time dates are there, so you have a reference point from where we started and say and where we ended. ICICI Pru Life is there on January. This is the high. I think ICICI Pru has slightly gone up there. So every stock will be there on the coverage, which we have covered, and we feel that it is still good enough. That Dixon is there. Dixon we started at 3281 in November 2019. Still in the product. So if you can see Azeco Nobel, it has also shown downtrend. Like say for example, it is showing downtrend. Sometimes it might find that typing errors are there, but you can understand these figures will be true. 1.69. So I had to just manually type it saying up, but it was down. But see now in this case, what it is showing is that 6 months is above this, but 7 weeks is weak. So what we passive, then what we do is that basically if somebody is holding, then we shift our focus to a slightly passive kind of. So we mentioned passive long term. If you're still it has gone weak in an extreme near term. So then we say that if you get these levels, and if you are invested in that earlier, then you need to look at these levels also to enter. So because when the uptrend starts, or when this RSS starts going up and starts performing, then you will have, see 2008 also had gone to 2500. Now it is 1800. So in October. So those things are there. Even if it has come down from now, we don't want to remove it. Now Bajaj Finserv was down, and now we said that these pullback levels are for exit. So in the crash we had given up to all the way down to up to 3850, and all that levels were accumulation levels when we are going down. So the updates are there. It is not just that it is just a trading idea. So now say HDFC AMC. HDFC AMC slightly gone weak actually. That is why you can see over here. In 7 weeks it has actually exit. So we say exit now. So extreme short term, but then we take a passive long-term investor outlook that you have got price at higher levels, but now it is low levels. So we learn this is you just change the stance for that if you have invested, and then you will pick up at these points if they come, and then they will hit if it is required. Or suppose next week it turns up and turns strong, and then we'll start for trading also. Then we'll start looking at now you can trade with the stop loss and pullback will come. Tata Consumer Global in May 2019. It is 1.5 years. We have still not removed it from our coverage. So 235.40 was there, and then it's 408. Like some bad, like say banking are not doing well, but still we have not removed some banking. JK Cement was another something which we are actually carrying it from May 2019. 1,000 it has gone up significantly. It was not moving also for many weeks. Say stagnant over there. So like that we have the coverage. Maruti was very old before this. There was a change of format since I think November. Format was changed. In that format the dates were missing. So that is why I couldn't. It was at a higher price, and then the panic levels we also. But when the new signal will start, we will bring that Maruti into the top category again, and then because this is the oldest probably, which we are carrying more. I think 2 years probably in this update. Okay, now there is one list which is then we call this is the fifth section. Is that picks which are there for which are December now December. So we have completed half year now, December 2020, and then we have the next section in March 2021. This starts in March 2020. So after March 2020 we start this. Till that we don't put anything in this. So this starts in January. Okay. Is for 1 year. So these are some identified picks which are there where basically there is no stop loss mechanism. It is purely an investment kind of a scenario where we look at multi-time frame. Multi-time frame, that means daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. All 5 time frames as on December, like this is a December 5, as on December 2019 closing. That means before January 2020 started, we were looking at this file. So many of the stocks actually in the first 2 months had actually hit these levels.
Correct.
Okay. And now they hit the level, and they also hit level 1 and level 2. So what basically as an investor one has to look at it is that if you are started your buying at this point and it hit that, you can take profit at whatever these level 3 and level 4 are there. But if they come to level 1 and level 2,
Yeah.
You can be an investor over there.
Okay. Got it.
So there is no stop loss kind. It's a purely investment kind of a category. Like trend is there. Okay, now trend is gone up now, recovered. It had hit about 387 and 320 areas. It had hit in the crash.
Correct.
Okay, and now probably is back to about 635 plus area. It had gone up initially. So these fluctuations will happen in this. Right now, what will happen is that the December 2020 will not be much meaning to you because we are just 4 months down line right now.
Correct.
But this table doesn't go off from the report.
Okay.
December 20 comes. So right from January, this is there. I don't change the prices. I don't change. So everything will remain same as it is.
Okay.
Because somebody like Deepak Nitrite, it is already substantially up. Deepak Nitrite.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody who is bought and crash, you might just have got the opportunity to get at lower levels, but probably I don't think so. Deepak Nitrite crashed anything. Doubt. Let's see. I also don't remember.
This above 400.
Even if I look at the crash was in March, say March low was 310. So 310. So if I look at Deepak Nitrite March 310, so we are hitting 324. Okay. So 324 we should be buying in now probably at a high of 564. Okay. But initial part of the year, it was in May 20. If you see May 20 was 567 already. Okay. So you have to use this range for your in and out of your investment position so that you can get the best out of it.
Sure.
Similarly, same style, same format, but this is a dynamic list. This is a static list. This will be a dynamic list. Dynamic list because daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. So where yearly is the current year, matlab from January to as of now. So that is why it is dynamic.
Sure.
Because year is not over. No? So December, when December 20 comes, probably these are the stocks which will actually get shifted in this December 2021 list.
Okay.
Most of the stocks get shifted here. Okay, and then they will be static for 2021.
Okay.
This is a dynamic till March 2021.
Okay.
Because what will happen? So 1 week I've kept it. Next week it is not there. So you will say, last week it was there. This week it is not there. But why it is not there? Because anytime daily, weekly, monthly. One of the things mostly daily and weekly will go out sometimes. Monthly and quarterly and yearly more or less remains there. Okay. Our yearly they more or less are intact. But daily sometimes it goes slightly down for some minor correction. So next it will on Friday. This is a check on Friday we are doing.
Okay.
Friday.
Got it.
So you can still refer to 1 week back, whatever I have mentioned.
Sure.
According to levels and still can act. The Reliance we are looking at it. So Reliance is also there over here. See Deepak Nitrite once again it is there in this list also.
2021 list also.
2020 Deepak Nitrite is over here also. You will see purple ones are with lot of already established strength, established high strength. So that they are already high momentum path. Actually, very high momentum path. So they can be probably high risk, but more towards if you get the higher prices, and then you should be booking profit if you get these lower prices. Simple as that. DPs are for buying, demand points. Okay. And SP is the so whatever these same list are there as far as this coverage. So there will be some kinds missing out, sometime not there. The next important part, we generally the focus part which is there. So your actual focus starts from descriptive segment and picks, and then the next part, the most focused area is the portfolio, that which is called as portfolio, SMW portfolios, monthly portfolios. Now this is we started incorporating in this reports is since August 2019.
Okay.
Now what will happen in this case? There is going to be maximum 12 portfolio. As of now, we are not thought about it further, whether we are going to change anything on but changes are always there. But this 12 portfolios which we have up till now invested, which has seen the crash and it has recovered, all that we have seen up till now. So this is the current gain and loss, and we are comparing if somebody invested in Nifty, what would have been the outlook on the Nifty. So the total returns, if I'm saying this, if I have invested every month 5 like this is for accounting purpose, not necessarily you should that much. It is up to the individual capacity and the risk what he can take. This is our for calculation purpose. If 60 lakhs were invested, then we were last week 6.92, and if same amount is invested, we are Nifty would have been minus 1.06 among the all consolidated. This is something works like a SIP kind of a thing, but it is a monthly. We also call it as tranche. So now what happens? We give a briefing, details about what we are having. Tranche 1 in current holding in August 2000. So name of the portfolio is August 2019.
Okay.
The current value was -3 for last week, and 1 week prior to that it was 6.82. So it last week, as of 10th of July, it recovered from minus to minus. So that means it's a recovery of 3% plus on the portfolio.
Okay.
So what is the holding in that which you are saying is NIT Tech, DIC, Asian Paints, Apollo Hospital, Pidilite.
Okay.
And these are based on 6 months of strength. They are not based on any 1 or 2 weeks or 7 weeks. So we want to look at the longer term strength of the stock, and irrespective what happens, we are not looking to disturbing it, even if its fall comes and maybe you might have some negative portfolios at times. The purpose is what I will see. Once you are looking at now, you are not to look at whether it was how much percentage is down from now. It is like a mutual fund. A mutual fund is down right now. You don't look at it what was the high and it has fallen. You look at what is the current scenario.
Correct.
What is the current point to be invested? What are the stocks we are having over here? Okay. Now this is our philosophy, which is there, why it is there and why it is not there. It is not on my human subjectivity, but this is the logic which we have feed in the system. It is not just going to be passive long-term investment. It is not going to be very active also, but when it is required. So now we started in August 2019, this section probably. So our entry point was this.
Correct.
In this portfolio. So it started off with 1526. It went up to after this also high 8 also, but still we didn't remove it. And right now, so what the objective was that it should not become green. Sorry, it should not become red. It has gone below 45. So it is a 6 months of strength, and how it is behaving against the Nifty. This is the performance of how it is doing against the Nifty.
Okay.
So as long as it is above, it doesn't go below 45. We want to hold it. Right now it is underperforming because it's showing black.
Correct.
But it is not completely out as yet. Okay, so we want to hang on to, because we want to see the stock grow in its own itself.
Okay.
Okay. Now what you see in this is one of the way. This is one of the methods and technology which we have developed for this monthly portfolios. Okay. Now in this section, where we see Asian Paints, what you will see the indicated price and indicated gains are the current signals. Okay, current last signals. Like in this case, say Asian Paints, it might show you trend dates also there.
Okay.
Over here. Now I have put a date over here. This is a new entry date, 10/1. Okay. So now this was a black to green. Black to green.
Green.
So that is a 10th. That is why it is show. It will show you the last signal date, whereas the actual date was here. So if I show you our Excel sheet which we are maintaining at our end, so that we maintain our portfolios and the values which are there and so wherever the shufflings we have done earlier, all this is mentioned over here. This is not given to you all, but this is at our end. So now this is that August portfolio. So there was some bad, that time we had started off with Aarti, Infosys. So there was some bad luck that Aarti and all, we had to take a loss temporarily that time. But if there was 1 week, if it had survived, then it would have given big profit. But what happens 1 week also, if it goes in red,
correct,
then we'll out. So come what may. Okay, Infosys also same thing happened. 1 week it went down, so we had to exit in that time. But later on we have got back in Infosys again. So I'll show you that. So now over here, this is that we are accounting for the losses and profits, and then what is the scenario? So that is what we are showing you over here. in this is as of Thursday now.
Okay.
This will update. So we are minus 2.8. So if you see over here, we were last week we were 2.7. So we are making progress back actually after taking care of loss also.
Okay.
It's that we are accounting. Whereas in this table, you will not get to see all that. We will just get to a summary snapshot. What's the portfolio? If we are saying an exit, then over here we'll type that we have switched this stock from so and so stock, and you are holding. You'll have to be getting out. Come what may.
Okay.
Irrespective of the loss or profit. That is what I'm saying. These were earlier NMDC and all these are taken. We have got a loss in that, and now it is trying to recover those losses. And against Nifty, every week we are comparing. Nifty in a similar period compared was 4.5. So we are negative. We are 2.8 negative from August 19 time.
Okay.
So same way we have a tranche 2. Tranche 2 we are having DMart, GIPCL, which was a recent addition. Colgate, Kaplan Point, and TTK Prestige. So this is was minus 9.4 1 week back, and last week it was it is showing about 7. Last week it is showing about 7.49. So accordingly, it will keep. So say these are tranches. Now, how do you look at these tranches? So decide, okay, say 1 lakh for example, then you'll have to buy the all each divide by 5.
20,000 each.
So according to 25 to 25, 20,000 each. So the mechanism is equal weightage.
Okay.
And we want to spread out the risk also of volatility. So same way we have tranche 3 where we have Deepak Nitrite, Cadila Healthcare, Infosys we added later because it was not there in this. Whenever the switch was there in one of the things, then we added Infosys in this. Okay. Now if you see at the October portfolio, Infosys we started at 652, the same thing. And because of this switching, because sometimes because of the switches more happening in that portfolio, it takes more time to recover because of the you want to recover the loss also in that portfolio. Okay. But it has a very good recovery. It was almost 25% down, and we are almost suppose you have invested in when it was 25% down, for example. For you, the return is 10-15%. Okay, so it doesn't make a difference that this is down portfolio. Then what do I do? Why should I invest? But what happens is that current holdings which are there, you will be getting into current holding time. So we have steadied the ship with Cadila, Infosys, Hero Honda. Even we have taken BSL Nifty ETF in that. So we want to steady the ship. We don't want to have. So whenever that time we had the new signal opportunity, we will look at for only new signal opportunity to enter into this portfolio. If there is some exit in this 5 and the new entry opportunities which are there, we'll enter. So tranche 4, this is another very good performing one. Like say the best performing up till now. Even in the bad market, one time it had gone for 100% return. Point it has gone for 100% return. Navin Fluoro, because we had the Suven Life actually before the split actually of that. So our costing was significantly lower. So it had gone to 64, 65 also, but as long as it is above the above this particular RS mechanism, we are not actually disturbing it. So now this one is 68% up. Navin Fluoro, ISEC is there still. Jubilant Food, Pfizer. So you will see the stocks are also pretty good. There are 1 or 2 portfolios. We actually, moment the mid cap rally come, there was some issues. So that we have sorted it out. Like say tranche, ISEC 5, December 1. ISEC, Cipla, Tanla, ADSL. So now this was one which were having some small cap because in December, again, November, December last year, there was some mid cap strength which was there. That is why they were coming in. So I think if that is also now recovered significantly, November is 69% as of Thursday. The December is November is October. December is now just 0.89.
Okay.
So last week, December was about -7%. So it was a significant recovery. That is because Tanla recovered actually. ISEC up, Cipla moved up once again. Cipla is actually 60% up. If you see, Cipla is 65% up from our starting point. So those are the portfolio 6. Then it goes on April. Now the another strong performing is 44% up. because it has Syngene, Reliance, SBI Life, Godrej Consumer, and Procter & Gamble. April portfolio. Then we have this May portfolio, which are HCL Tech, at TCS, Petronet, ICICI Pru, HDFC AMC. So HDFC AMC is slightly on a weaker note, but still it is actually on a positive side. 10 May. So May is actually recovered, see 4.66. So it is up to, as of Thursday, it was 6.53. Okay, so there has been, because basically TCS and all are slightly slow, no? Petronet slightly slow, HCL Tech. So they are gaining ground, 6.36. June was again 10.76, which had Dawat, actually Naukri, MRF, and Idea. And July is slightly again getting into slum, mixed slightly on a mid cap, small cap note. Galaxy, up APL, Unichem, Hero Motors, and Godrej CP. So these are the portfolios. So suppose somebody wants to like look into it right now, you can look at any of these portfolios and start. Okay. Say you want to put a 1 lakh, 25,000. The next thing is another most important factor, because it starts with the philosophy now. That are top 10. And this is the most for long term. This is going to be long term to super. The whole year we want everyone, whatever the trading profits you are making, short term, medium term, any of the things, we want this profit to be shifted into top 10.
Okay.
The reason being the top 10 is because assume that you are in every 10 years there is a crash, 10, 11 or 12 years as the thing. So every crash, this is the crash year and this is the best time ever for the next decade.
Correct.
For next 10 years, basically what we are seeing, maybe you might still come down from here, it's fine. But people complain that market moved to 40,000 plus, or Nifty moved to 12,000 plus. But our portfolios are down, we don't make money in stock market and so on. One way is basically our monthly portfolios, basically because they are based on the outperformance. So we will focus most of the time on outperforming stocks. There are various stocks which are there, but what happens, what we select that time.
Correct.
I'll show you how we select also. So in this this one, we have to put it every month in this top 10 stocks. Radar stocks are top 15. Investment is in top 10.
Top 10.
So right now, this we started incorporating in the product since 3 months. So third month. So if you look at the third month kind of a thing also in a consolidated, it will be a mirror of Nifty.
Okay.
Okay. But now the theme and logic is that if in 10 years Nifty has 3 times or 4 times in 10 years, your portfolio should also be something very similar. Correct. So that assuming that you put 10,000 rupees in each worth in each share every month, say forget that, we say 1 lakh for example, 1 lakh every month total collectively you are looking at 10. So okay, that means 1 lakh 44 in 1 year. 1 lakh 40 in 1 year. So in 10 years, this is 14 lakhs you have invested. So the 14 lakhs will at least become minimum, I'm saying conservatively, I'm saying at least 28 lakhs and more than that, because generally if you see December 2000, the price of Nifty in December 2008. So if I compare December pricings to of any of the 10 years kind of a scenario, so December 2000 was 2959. Okay, Nifty was 2959, and in January it was about 12,000. So obviously almost like how much time? Almost like 10 times actually. So this is happening 10 times, but we are not saying we will get 10 times. We are saying that at least minimum, I'm saying we are getting 2 times. Forget 10 times, forget 5 times. So as a thing, your capital is built. So somebody who says I have not earned any money, so you surely will be on 3 times or 4 times at least. Correct. Okay, so that means 14 lakhs will become 30-40 lakhs. Yeah. This is on the minimum note I'm taking, figure of 1 lakh, 50 lakhs. 1 lakh per year, I'm saying 1 lakh 40,000 in a year. Correct. So the theme is that if you are making any trading profits, or you should push all this every month in these stocks. So what happens is that ultimately you land up, your capital building exercise with completes, and you will. So whatever profits also over here. Now in rotational portfolio, we have a logic over there. Somebody who says that to avoid from any crashes coming in and avoid from any crash comes and your portfolio gets, because most of the in January and portfolio, most of the portfolios which were there up to January, even the August one, were up by 15%, 16% at that time. Even the August 19 portfolio in January was about 14, 15, 17%. In that range, it fluctuated.
Okay.
Asian Paints had rocked up actually significantly that time. Even if you see at the Asian Paints and all the three stocks which were there, even we had Siemens. We had removed Siemens now, but Siemens was part of that portfolio earlier. Siemens also had gone from 1200 to 1500, 1600, and so on. Okay, so this was the Apollo Hospital had gone up also to about 1600 and all that time from 700. Okay, so that portfolio was rocking portfolio there in August, but then market crashed, and then we are in a recovery mode and climbing the mountain basically. But what happens? The stocks are good, so somebody looking at these stocks also, they might think that okay, it's not bad stocks, even if I'm doing so, and you can actually accumulate also lower level. That is why we said hold and accumulate. Okay, we are not saying hold and accumulate. Buy will come when there is a new signal in the current context in these stocks. Then I will say over here buy. And the thing is, logic of profit booking is that every 10% rise in the portfolio, you take profit of 50% of the holding. Suppose if you invested 1 lakh, for example, and the profit market goes to 10, so you are in you can actually take 50% profit. So you have 50,000 in that. So invested at 50,000, the same whatever profit you are having, 10%, you can push it into the top 10, and then these stocks come again lower, or you can buy it, or any of the new buy signals among these portfolios. You can do a picking like that also. Whatever is there in the portfolio, suppose from this portfolio, this is in buy this week.
Okay.
So you bought that. So whatever is among the portfolio, and then also you can build your 5 stocks. Okay. So it is not that right you take this bunch only, but whatever. But the monitoring then you'll have to do at your end, because I am doing a monitoring only of the bunch.
Okay. Got it. I will do it.
So whatever profits you are going, pushing it over here, recycling it over here. And now suppose if you are doing trading also further, this portfolio you can put in E-margin. Moment it's sufficiently built at some say 1 lakh or more than whatever, this you can put in E-margin.
Okay.
You get 80% margin. In case you are doing any short-term trading based on any of the E-margin, like say Jindal Steel we had given last week, and you had this portfolio built, you put that into margin, so you don't need money. Margin is there, whatever 3 times margin you get for exposure, so you can take accordingly. Jindal Steel trading, and you make profits in there, take profit over there, come out, and then same money you put it back over here, buy some of the stocks of this top 10, and put it back again in E-margin.
Okay.
Because what happens, this portfolio will keep increasing or decreasing with volatility of the market.
Correct.
Okay, and ultimately what happens, we believe that in long term these stocks are going to go. Now, what are the exit mechanisms in these stocks? This stock will be maintained in the radar as long as they are in top 15. Because we don't want to have any RCOM in our portfolio.
Correct.
Because what happens that in 2008-9, that time, RCOM was there in top 10.
Yeah, it was in 500 or 600, I think.
No, it is on top 10. It was in top 10 that time.
Okay.
So if the stock goes out of 15, we are going to go out, even if I am bought certain amount of shares. So that I am going to with a loss of profit in that case, because we don't want to make our investment zero, or some corporate governance issues like these come up. So we don't want to add, because over the purpose is that, so what happens is any fundamental bad things happening, it will go out of top 10, top 15. It will automatically go, because this is based on market capitalization.
Correct.
Okay, so automatically goes, so we don't waste time in something. So now what happens is the next time, suppose Bharti is in 10, L&T is in 11, for example.
Okay.
So now suppose Bharti comes down to 11 and L&T goes in 10. Okay. So next month I will not buy Bharti, then I will buy L&T. Okay. But it will remain in hold. So if so whatever, like suppose now Bajaj Finance has come in 15, but it is on the radar now.
Correct.
So maybe if it climbs up all the way, it comes in top 10, that time we'll buy. So assume that Bajaj Finance actually for some time back was in top 10, and when it went out, say we were out of it. Maybe because it was in from very low prices.
Correct.
So you would have made profit also. It is not every time you are going to exit in loss. Because if you're doing it regularly. Okay. So that also. So what happens if we are comparing it 50, we know whether what is the in line with that. And now last week, as of I think Friday, or I have updated. Let's see. What is the currency? That I will update in the next update, which will come on Sunday night or early morning Monday.
Okay.
Okay. Now this. Now this is for 3 months. So what we are summation sheet, we are 8 as of I think Thursday or Friday probably, Thursday probably 8.07 on this. We are at 8.33.
Okay.
So last week we were about in 7.39, 7.83. So even this is a summation. I'm not doing individually. May would have been 17% up. Whatever invested in May,
okay,
is 17, 16%, 17. Whatever invested in June is 7%. And whatever invested in July right now, and this will be on 15 around mid month of every month.
Okay.
So we will update it mid of the month every month. Okay. So this is not the ratios, weightages and all will change every 15 days. So that way. So summation sheet of the 3 months is 30,000 invested in each. So it is 7.8 now. So that again I will put it in the update. The next part is actually the mutual fund corner. Mutual fund corner is going to be updated every week. But any changes we want to do, additions basically, will be 3 months. So January. So we started in January. So that's where our bad luck was there. See, basically any time in this stock market, it depends on where you start your investing cycle.
Okay.
That is why you will make money, and that is why you will not make money. You don't really have to be all that great intelligence to make money in the market as far as the investing is concerned. Trading, you'll require all that little bit of skills and all. But investing, because if you start in 2008, say 7 and 8 peak, for 3-4 years, 2-3 years, you didn't do anything.
Correct.
But the same
from
thing.
2013, I think it has moved.
The same thing if I invested in 2008 crash. So where you start is important, because what happens, it is like a metro train or certain local train. Like say in Bombay, we have from Churchgate to Borivali. Okay. So the trains will move from Borivali to Churchgate and Borivali and reverse. So if I sit in Dadar, for example, a mid station, and I pick up a train which is going to Borivali. So first I will go to Borivali, and then that Borivali train will come to Churchgate. So what will happen? Your waiting period and gestation period increases.
Correct.
But if you take the same train which is straight away going to Churchgate, so your waiting period is less, and gestation period is less. Correct. So the same way, what happens is that in any investing life cycle which you start, where you are investing, where you start is actually a critical point, and which is the best time, that is also we don't know.
Correct.
So ideally, okay, from technical lens we can get to know. Right now we are on the upper end of the cycle for short term. That much we have. So somebody who says that, so this may not be the best time right now. Yes. But for short term traders and all, there is no best time. There is no way. They have to be a participant of the market and move with the movements. So there is always a risk for the short term investor that if the market tops out, they will make losses. So that is not because of anybody's recommendations. It is because of the market cycle where you started trading and investment. Okay, and basically the buy sides are always the sufferers. The same case, the insurers, that is the option writers, option people, they are always the benefiters basically. So the money, somebody say who makes the money? It is the writers who make it's like an insurance. If I'm taking an insurance of any company, who makes the money? Insurance company makes the money. I don't make money.
Correct.
Actually, so it is the same way. The logic is same over here also. So what happens as a result of the January starting point, where we started with certain amount, and in March and April, March and July, we added some schemes, and the net effect is we are back to 8.28.
Okay.
So there was a time when, so we have 30 lakhs invested. This is for accounting purpose. It may not be that everybody will do that. Okay. But we have to create a benchmark of evaluation.
Okay.
That is the purpose. So if somebody replicated it, whatever we are doing as it, he will be 8.28% plus. So now what we added is like we have categorized, we had selected some international funds where we had a China fund, we had NASDAQ fund and a blue chip fund. The blue chip fund were added in in the March part, but in January part we were already into China. So for China portfolio is up by 30%.
Okay.
Edelweiss China equity and mutual fund NASDAQ of Motilal Oswal, that is also more than right now up by 30%. Okay, so that is a global emerging market. So some we have added in January, some like somewhere we have put a dates April, first week of April. So if you see Nippon US equity opportunity, because nowadays we have the opportunity in via mutual funds to be participant in the world markets.
Okay.
So we should not get restricted ourselves to just our Indian. Now if you feel that the US market is doing well, then we have the opportunity over here to be part of. When NASDAQ was looking good, so now we are 30% up in that.
Correct.
Okay, so that is what the theme is. The international fund. Then we are looking at certain multi-cap funds. So we started off with ILFA, DSP, and then we have later on added in April these two funds, Parag Parikh, which is about 40% up. Okay, so the ILFS is recovery mode, is still in recovery mode, minus and minus, but Parag Parikh we added in January, in April, and that we started out with 21, and today it is up by 38%. So same case SBI focused equity. Okay, so that we started, that is 22% up. So now why they're up? Simple logic, I'll tell you. It is because the investment was at the lower side.
Okay.
So moment, what happens is basically if a common man is looking at, he should only look at the what side of standard deviation the market is. If market is at a, say 20, if the standard deviation is showing as 25% or a mutual fund. So if it is minus 20, market, it is showing as the returns of minus 25%.
Okay.
And if the stocks are good, now what we do is that we look internally what stocks they are holding. We just don't select it like that. So if there are very strong stocks inside the portfolio, we would like to look at it. Otherwise, there's an evaluation of portfolio holding based, and then we check as per our charts, whatever the stocks which are there on the whole long term okay or not. Top 10, basically top 10. Now beyond top 10 we don't look, but whatever the top 10 holdings are there, accordingly we will look at. And the selection process is that what is 1 week, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, or whatever, 3 months and 1 year, whatever they are available in mutual fund, and we see whether those funds are regularly appearing in this kind of filters. So if they are appearing in regularly into filter, they are into the concept of relative strength, because if they are outperforming many a time, not necessarily in terms of absolute terms, but relative terms they are doing better. And what are the holdings they are having? Okay, so accordingly it offsets more large cap. Then we had selected, we have not done any addition in that. Then mid cap, small cap, we had done certain addition. Like we started with Axis and all, but we are in April we had added Invesco mid cap. So that is, others are on the recovery part. Okay, tax saving we have put it over here. Axis long term earlier. In April we added BOI tax fund, that is 23% up. And Canara Bank equity we have reached 26%. All these had a good portfolios, good stocks inside. Then our next thing was that we are talking about lots about Nifty and also the index funds. So that was actually missing. When we started in January, we had not put any index funds in that. So what we added is index funds. So index fund in April, so that is up by 28%. ICICI Pru next Nifty. Okay. So we have to have the basically if certain investments are not providing returns what we planned, then we have to look at every time on the what is performing and shift the money over there. What you can maintain that whatever you have and whatever loss, or you can shift the same thing as well. Okay. But if you don't look at the next performing funds or what is likely, because we are talking about crash, and then we also in our report, this report itself, that you should do across the board buying in the crash. And if you don't want to do stocks, do in Nifty B's, do in Nifty funds via mutual fund. That we were harping in
Correct.
March and April continuously in the report, in our market outlooks. So that logic we brought it over here and we invested in this, and they are up over here. Then once again in June, sector fund, we started adding sector funds now.
Okay.
Okay, sector funds in July updates. That was based on June closing.
Okay.
Last month June closing. So we added Nippon Dendro Pharma, still not moved up that way. Kotak PSU Bank as a dark horse we want to bring in, because we think that public sector banks are really on the lower end of the cycle.
Correct.
So it might take 6 months more, actually, also more. But they might. So that is why we have taken this ETF.
Okay.
Then Tata Digital, we have taken that, and ICICI. So probably this week you might see some surge over here. That I have not updated at my end, so I will be doing it today. And ICICI Pru FMCG. So we want to know that this also an integral part of the market. These funds, so they are FMCG, IT, and pharma. Okay, so those were there. So this we added last week and making it round to 30 lakhs or whatever we have calculated. We have recovered on to about average to it. This is without any debt funds or something like that, because we are not looking at debt funds.
Okay.
So maybe debt funds one, if somebody had a balance of debt fund, their returns could have been about 11 and 12% average, after taking into consideration, or maybe around 14%, after taking into consideration the probably the losses also of the earlier January invested. So around 8% is fairly good recovery, considering Nifty is not even Nifty is minus still 1% or 2%.
Correct.
Okay, on this part. So now these tables are generally, once again, the last part, something which you can always ignore. For standard, we said that this week buy and sell. So for them, there is a follow-up over here.
Follow-up.
Okay, whereas this is a already uptrend chart. So whatever, suppose we are looking at ACC is a weak stock, so we are not, even it might be showing a trading uptrend, but it's a weak stock, so we don't look in. Say Amar Raja Battery, if I bought it last week, so I'm holding. So you have to see that whatever you are buying and holding, it should not break 2 weeks low.
2 weeks low. Okay.
This is as far as near term.
Okay.
Say anything like 1 week to 2 weeks, kind of, not for more than that, because it might be 1 week down, it might be 1 week up, and so on. It will be fast volatility. Okay, so there is not a very long-term trends in this. But same way, if somebody is in a downtrend, so I would like to see on the reverse side. Suppose some good stock is there, say Bata, for example. It is showing as negative. Obviously, I will not do it, but I will track my 2 weeks high.
Okay.
If there is a reversal on 2 weeks, like Cadila, for example, it is also a portfolio stock. Okay. So you remember, as time goes by, you will remember our portfolio stocks also.
Correct.
You only will focus on those. Like Cadila is a portfolio stock. Okay. It is a trigger. So we will look at that. Remember it. That 380 was my triggers. So that DMart is our portfolio stock. So I will look at 2385, whether it is crossing this week or not. So I want to take, even if it is there, it is a part of my portfolio. So so if it goes up, I am buying, because it is already part of my portfolio. And I will get my short-term probably volatility benefits. And if not, it is still in my portfolio, because it is as per the portfolio.
Okay.
So if at all I am exiting from the portfolio, I will mention over there in the portfolios that this is an exit.
Okay.
It might not take into consideration 1 or 2 weeks volatility. Okay, at all. Same way, any of the stocks which are in downtrend, which we are part of our portfolio, are figuring out over here, then we are looking into it. If it is there over here, I can't see any other. Pidilite is there. Now Pidilite 1420. So for the 1420, 2 weeks are getting crossed. So that is one way of looking at in utilizing this table. Okay, that is one thing. So if you ask me now, this is completely whatever is there as far as SMW file is there. So if you ask me, like somebody, so much things are there, how to do, I can't understand all that. It will take some time for you to go through. Sure. That is why we were taking only yearly for this, because it will take at least maybe 1 month at least for you to actually sink into these kind of reports. You start following every week. You start making some ideas about notices about. Then it will take some time. So if you ask where to start, that is why I said in between that if you want to start, you can start only from here. Something, the new edition is there. This is a report not only for money.
Bombay market.
This is not only for Monday. This is for full week.
Full week. Okay.
So
Got
what happens? You get time. You read that particular part. As you during the week, you just keep going through the updates.
Sure.
Not now. So you can have so every maybe Monday or Monday evening or maybe Saturday. If I sometimes manage to send it early in Sunday night, then you get time. But sometimes it always late Sunday night. So maybe Monday morning. So maybe Monday evening or something you are looking at it, or Monday morning you only look at open it and just look at what is the new addition, because that much time you will not have to go through the entire report. Okay.
Sure.
So this is as far as the thing. So you start off there. As time goes by, you will start looking at various things from the report portfolio, but top 10 is something which you can look at it. Start off it with every month, like this getting it this month. So you make your first installment of 10,000 maybe, because maybe one share. If you don't want to start off that way, you can also start off with one that will be about 12,000 rupees a month.
Okay.
So 12,000 rupees a month will make it 1,44,000 approximately. So if you don't initially want to start off, you can start off with that way. But ultimately, what happens? Whatever you are going to put in money, you have to have a symmetrical. It cannot 1 week you are increase, 1 week you are decreasing. That should not happen. So when you are starting, say for example, if I look why we are taken 10,000 is basically because Maruti is there in that. Okay. So Maruti, sometimes in future if it comes, then there is a problem, because Maruti is not get right now. Maruti's price was high was to 9,000.
Correct.
So 10,000 we are taking as a benchmark. So 10,000 and whatever. So in case sometimes in future, after 1 year, 2 years, 1 year at least, Maruti comes back in top 10. So that it should not, it might be in 6,000 or 7,000 and Maruti might be in top 10, or maybe not probably, but at least so that you have the room for that, because what will otherwise your portfolio will get skewed to the largest. Say for example, if I take one share, now the highest price right now is it with, I think, Hindustan Lever, I think. Okay. So Hindustan Lever and Reliance and that way, and TCS. So here what will happen in terms of, it will not be an equal weightage. It will be a skewed towards Hindustan Lever and Reliance and TCS right now. So it will be skewed towards that. So if the volatility depends, na? So what will happen? That will work as a market capitalization for you for your portfolio ultimately. But when you do equal portfolio, it is balances out the negative positive effects of that. Suppose now Reliance falls down to 1,400. So what will happen is that so it doesn't make a difference, because in long term, what we are planning for this, it evens out. It doesn't make a difference at all actually. Okay, for that any long term which is more than 5 years, it will not make a difference for you for buying even at 2,000 rupees Reliance. It will not make a difference. But for short term, it will surely make. For long term, it will not. So that is something you can look at it. Okay, that is the part. So now the other parts I'll just quickly refer to it, because there is nothing much in that. This is the weekly tables which are there. So which are the uptrend, downtrend tables and which are the weekly levels, and accordingly which are strong stocks, like a lot of mid cap, small caps are coming. So that is why this is all purple. A lot of mid caps are there. Aztec is our portfolio stock. So it has done very well. Aztec. Okay. So these are there. Then the other thing is that there's a weekly signals. So in that SMW file, you had the this week's buy and sell.
Okay.
You also have the additional thing information, this week's uptrend and downtrend. So wherever sell signals were there, the same thing what is there, but it will be into a level format. Level 1, level 2. Over there is no level format. Level 1, level 2. What is the upper range? You will not come to know in that table. Okay, that is 2 weeks side. Okay, so that is a trading mechanism. What is 2 weeks high, 2 weeks low? I'll just show you one chart about Nifty. So you know what 2 weeks high, 2 weeks low does, so that you will get an idea about its performance, how it behaves basically. Or if you have any of the stock, you can we have a check about it. What 2 weeks high, 2 weeks low will do to you. Just for purpose, we'll just take a Nifty 50 right now to understand. So I'm making it a weekly chart. So what it does over here, it shows you whenever 2 weeks high is crossed on closing, whenever 2 weeks high is broken on closing, 2 weeks high is broken on closing, 2 weeks high crossed on closing, 2 week crossed on 1 week it did close below it, it crossed about. So moment as long as it is maintaining once gone above 2 weeks on the closing,
okay,
it should not go 2 weeks on the closing. Now next week, if to next week, for example, Nifty, if it closes next week below 10,562, then it will give you a red.
okay,
So that means it might, like say for example in this patch in 2019, it made a first green, second green, third green, it is kept going up. So moment it made the red, and then another red, it crashed actually. Okay, every time it will not crash, but it will actually give you sizable corrections in between.
okay,
Okay, sometimes it might just give this and then immediately that also very strong uptrend. You will find that they will not, once week they are closed below it, but next week they are not even going below 2 weeks low again immediately. So in a very strong market, they will keep going up. So suppose somebody who is with long bias all the time,
okay,
because in delivery you will have to be a long side bias. Okay. So something which is in, like say Pidilite is in negative right now. So we'll take up a Pidilite just to understand. It's a weekly chart, not a daily chart. Now Pidilite is showing right now 2 weeks high over here some weeks back, but it is not actually closed anytime on a running basis below 2 weeks. So it is managed to hang on to the 2 weeks closing, though it had gone in between, but closing wise it is not there. Suppose this week actually it crosses this 1490 we just saw in the table, 1490, 1420, then it probably in a contention of an up move.
okay.
Okay, so right now, so after that it is not gone green. So it has gone below 2 weeks low in between. Say if I say 2 weeks low is this, for this week it will be this, then for it will be this, but it gone below it but it didn't close. Then we have 2 weeks low over here for this, and this is 2 weeks low. Then it has actually not gone. Now next week 2 weeks low, it has not gone below it. Next 2 weeks low, it is not gone below it but not closed below it. Next 2 weeks low, it is, this is becomes low, not closed below it. So it is, though it is might be falling down, but it is recovering from lows. So it is not closing. Okay. If a green comes in, then probably you might have some kind of a trading breakout and might be actually hitting this from a chart I'm seeing right now, 1523, and this is a part. So it might just go up. So example is that it is a portfolio stock, it is in downturn. Now same thing, if there is, this is a new signal, short signals, and if I am saying any of the portfolio stock in this, and obviously red one, something which I don't want to do it for short term, so for buying at least.
So can you check EID Pari? I'm holding that stock.
I will show you both on our portfolio evaluation radar,
okay,
as well as the trading kind of a thing. So I will show you the portfolio, what is the scenario. You will get one more file which is temporary. I'm not that will be discontinued after some time, which will evaluate your portfolios. An Excel file is sent. See, right now it was an exit in May 2018. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's a monthly. I have to shift to weekly. Okay, now the monthly, because it was showing in month. So now weekly, it gave me the signal in May 2020. So it is a, if you see evaluated, it is a part of the portfolio. It should be a part of the portfolio once that green signal comes, and it is in hold.
Yes.
Our purpose over here is to be in green as much as possible. Say for example, in volatility we are not going to come out. So the thing is that we started portfolio in August 2019. The same portfolios were looked into 3 years back, the same mechanism, same thing. All these portfolios would have been still 20-30% up here, 10-15%, all the portfolios I'm saying, all. Now it started, see, when you start is important. This started in August 18. Still in January we were making about almost on average plus 10% in most of the portfolios, plus 10%. One portfolio was almost 100%. That is November, I told you. Okay. So, but now if the same things, now market crash, so you have those returns. So we want to only be part of green. We don't want to be part of red anytime.
Okay, got it.
Underperformance, it might be a good stock. It is underperforming time. So I don't want to be part of. So red is there. It will be showing you as an exit. The same one file is sent to you separately. This is a temporary thing we are showing because we want people to align their portfolios. So that is why we are sending that. After that, this is going to be stopped. We call it an Excel file. Okay. This is a portfolio scanner. Now, if I'm looking at it, anything, I have as per this same red and green, whatever I told you, as per the same, it is marked over here. Now, over here, if I click on the view, it will say exit, hold and buy. So now if you look at EID parry, what you do is select and put it at EID parry. Okay, untick all and just say EID parry. Now EID parry remains in hold long. So it's my RS. So okay, it's a hold long as a portfolio stock. So whatever is not in hold, why we are sending this file right now, because it is going to be we are in a process. We want to create this as an app. This app will create like a portfolio checker or somebody. Okay, that is, we want to create it in some sort of funds, so we are not in the position to do that. But so right now, everything which is going to be there. Suppose you want to see the exit stocks. So I just click on exit. Whatever is there, you are having of this. See, Hindustan Petroleum showing as exit. Let's see whether it is in exit or in hold. See, right now, Hindustan, in spite of the rise last week, it was an exit since
6th of December.
And then it had crashed also. So the purpose over there is that if you are having the stock in your portfolio and this was an exit, so you would have saved money.
Correct.
Right now, it was an exit red over last week 10th, but this week it is showing black. So what happens is this week it will, if I check on the Excel, I have not updated this. In Excel, it will show you probably the RS value is around 47. So it will say you hold. Now what you can do, suppose last week it showed me a sell or exit. Okay. So what you can do is that we have a 50% logic all everywhere, but that saves you from everything. So if I'm having 100 shares of HPCL, last week it told me to sell or exit. So I exited only 50%. So I have 50 shares balance. Now, if this week again it is telling me to exit, I will exit again 50% of 50.
Okay.
Now, if this week it is telling me to hold, I will hold the balance 50.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't. Sometimes if there is a good, suppose it may happen that this stock actually turns out in 2-3 weeks, like say BPCL, because it is a similar kind of thing. What happened, I don't know. So we'll see about it. It is there in Nifty. I'll show you the 2 weeks for EID parry also after this.
Okay.
Now over here on the weekly chart, this is daily. We will shift to weekly. Now weekly chart, what happens? It is still in hold because it is not in the red, so it will be in hold. So maybe in this week, in March 23rd week, it told you to exit. So you had 100 share, you exited only 50. So balance you are holding. So advantage is that if there is any reversal or if there is any recovery, you still benefit out of it.
Correct.
Okay, but if it is not, then I don't, like say over here, it was exit over here. So exited 50% here, exited 50% here. So it becomes 100, becomes 25 shares. I have this. Next week it says hold. The next week it said again exit. So I'm exiting. So ultimately it comes down here. So at least I don't waste time because it is a long term, medium term investment.
Okay.
Medium to long term, and top 10 is long term to super long term.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't waste my time. If the same money I would have put in top 10, it would have benefited me.
Correct.
Okay, so the same thing. So we are now, it is a hold. So it is not in exit. So it is, maybe we are waiting. Now if this goes above 55, then it will start giving you green.
Okay.
So that is as far as that is how. So if we are looking at this Excel sheet right now and searching it, it will show me that it is an exit because it is not updated. So
Okay.
I will update it tonight. So what is the scenario on this? Okay, now let's take that EID parry and we'll see about it. What happened in 2 weeks? Obviously, it will be in up mode because it is moving up. It will not be on the negative side. See, actually it was in negative over here. So
Yes.
2 weeks back, so never closed about it, and it never closed above. See, it might go about 2 weeks, but not close above it. So what happens is once you actually get into, suppose this week you decided Pidilite to go because it's crossing 2 weeks low, then I will buy. But you have
Okay.
to see that it doesn't break 2 weeks low then. Okay.
Okay.
So now over here it gave a breakout about 2 weeks high was probably 166. So if you are
Yes.
monitoring that 166 crossed, you would not have bought at a higher price of what 206, but you would be alert that 166 is crossed.
Yeah.
And I would be buying at 170, 171, something like that. Still,
Okay.
and that is running up still. So you are into that position, you are holding in. So you have a check also on your own stocks, and you also should do check of your stocks which are in hold and which are in exit, because what happens is that I want your stocks to get in line with the market. If
Okay.
whatever you are holding is in a hold.
Yeah.
But what if at all it is an exit? Out of 10 stocks, there are 3 stocks which are showing exit. Please exit, because we
Sure.
want to channelize our money in this what we are giving.
Correct. Got
Otherwise,
it.
what will happen that I have this portfolio, I'm stuck up in that. Now I don't have, like there are a lot of people who are telling me that once my portfolio comes in, I'll come back to you. Okay. But what happens is that if your portfolio, you're in something which is stuck up,
Yeah.
you are not allowing your portfolio to actually recover very quickly. It will recover someday. Like BPCL bought in 2 years back, he was in loss. Now BPCL up. Okay, say 2 साल के बाद तो कुछ हो रहा है. That is fine. But our purpose over here is that then that try to have a repair mode and see that your money is in line with the market behavior.
Correct. Got
That
it.
is the purpose of about all this service. Otherwise, there is no need of any service. You just take any of the good stock, quality stock Infosys and keep doing it. You don't need anything. And long term, 5 years, 10 years. So why you need anything?
Correct.
So we now basic thing, we want to take it as a theme: short term, medium term, long term. So everything ultimately will go to top 10. Top 10 will come back, allow you to give margin. They will allow in margin. Whatever trading you are doing, you are not utilizing your own money. Jindal Steel you are doing, do in e-margin. Don't take delivery.
Okay.
Do it in e-margin. Take profit. So whatever and cash comes into it, park it. And if you feel that after 1 month you have made say a very decent profit, shift that into top 10. Put that top 10 back into e-margin.
Okay.
So this is the philosophy which we are building up. There are other things also, but right now for this product, this is the philosophy. We are in fact for daily trading, live market trading, Nifty trading, which we have created a plugin like this. See for example, daily earn 40 points. But for that, the person has to be on the computer. If it is not, then he cannot, not feasible. So the theme is that everything, whatever you're earning, put in top 10.
Okay.
Let the market actually work for you. Your work, short term, you have to work.
Correct.
But long term, you don't have to work. Market will work for you.
Yeah, correct. Got it.
Okay. But so now this is why we are giving a lot of talks this year, because maybe in up to January or maybe in February, this is otherwise if you will not get these prices in future, in 2 years, 3 years down the line. It at this kind of scenario of COVID where the everything is not full functional, still the market is up.
Correct.
Okay, now it becomes functional, market will go rapid fire, it will go up, it will keep going up, it will not stop.
Okay.
So there will be some hiccups, maybe some results will come, some loss will be, the market will correct from here 11,000, might come back to 9,000, all this will happen. But whatever is the lows which are there, those will be a decade opportunities, even if it comes back down. Right now may not be the best time because we are on the upper end of the cycle. So when in our report we had mentioned that whenever market comes to about 10,500, 11,000 or 11,200, then whatever we invested, we are told actually in March, crash. this is actually good time to take 50% across the board profit.
Profits. Okay.
That is what a broad theme is, but that doesn't mean that you have to go out of the market. But the correction will come again, you will deploy.
Okay. Got
That is what actually the report. You kindly go through the report and take it in a very gradual way. Don't think that first week only you'll get to know everything.
Okay.
Whatever I have done, whenever I disconnect this a video, probably I started recording it, so you'll have this video in your computer for 30 days. You can download in your laptop and save it. So whatever any talk which you want to refer it, you can refer it again. Definitely. And whatever queries here there, we can fix a time, and once again we can do a voice call, chat on this, and we can record it, so that remains as a part of your training about my product and what I think and what you should use it for and how you can use it.
Sure, sir. Sure, definitely.
You can come back again. Sure. So anything else you want to ask, you can ask right now.
Nothing, sir. I'll just go through once. So if anything doubt, anything is there, I'll get back.
We can next week, maybe in the weekend or something like that.
Sure. Definitely.
We can interact what is.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.